Well, off the back of that, joining me now is my favourite political panel. Former Victorian Liberal Party President Michael Kroger and former Labor Minister Stephen Conroy. And even though we had a blue last week, you're still my favourite panel. Now, listen, I will get to Paul Keating in a minute, but we just
You've just got to get out more.
Yeah, whatever. We just played a gas story. So let's start with gas. Michael Kroger, I'm sure you're ready to open the shoulders on this one, especially about Victoria.
Well, of course, there should be more supply reserved for the Australian domestic market. But one of the problems we've had in Victoria, there hasn't been enough supply, and the Andrews government, more than anyone, has been fervent about stopping new supplies of gas from Victoria. So, everything's coming home to roost for the Victorian government and these Labor governments in general, who've been clamping down on coal, clamping down on gas, clamping down on oil. We're not at the stage of 100% renewables yet, and the poor old taxpayer is having to pay through the nose for massively increased pricing as a result of supply shortages, Andrew.
Stephen Conroy?
Look, Labor has won the debate about renewables, and Michael is, to be fair, has been very consistent on this gas reservation policy for a long time. But we can't fix it right now. The only way we can head off this looming gas shortage is to increase supply into Victoria and around the East Coast. Yes, gas reservation policy is a solution, but it's too late. I mean, Daniel Andrews would never countenance breaking an international contract because of what due to the reputation of the state of Victoria.
But isn't this Stephen Conroy, isn't this partly Daniel Andrews' fault? I mean, he hasn't done enough for the gas industry in Victoria, has he?
Well, there needs to be a good hard look at how we're either going to have to pipe some in from a new reserve, whether it's the Beetaloo Basin or whether it's the Narrabri, New South Wales development. Right. They're both in the wind. We need to be able to get them into Victoria.
I'm taking that, Stephen Conroy. I'm taking that as a yes.
Gas import.
I'm taking that as just about a yes. That's the closest I'll